My name is Brandon.
I'm Davian,
I'm Rifqah.
and welcome to your weekly dosage of health style. So, what are we talking about today?
Okay, so today we'll be talking about, our topic will be about sleep disorder. So before we get into the topic of sleep disorder, we'll be talking about the subtopic which is sleep deprivation. So what is sleep deprivation? Sleep deprivation is more commonly known as the lack of sleep. And it often occurs when one does not have enough sleep and disruptions to the wake and sleep cycle. So
I'm having that right now. Lack of sleep.
So there are different symptoms that will occur in adults and children. So for example, for adults, they will experience, for example, they work into 9 to 5 jobs. They might experience like poor focus while they are at work. So Rifqah, do you know any other symptoms?
Well, you talked about like adults, right?
Yeah.
I know the symptoms of sleep. Deprivation.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you can't pronounce it,
Deprivation.
Can pass.
No,
what do you guys think?
No, how do you pronounce it?
Deprivation.
Okay, so my bad. I know
Learning with
symptoms
Rifqah. Download Grammarly.
Okay, so basically, the symptoms of sleep deprivation.
Oh,
Correct.
Correct.
you know what, Rifqah? Carry on.
Okay, in children is you will experience moodiness in them. Next is like they will have temper tantrums, frequent temper tantrums. The third one is that they will need their daytime naps more frequently. And lastly, their behavior, they'll tend to be hyperactive. You know? Yeah. So Davian.
You know, those were interesting. But honestly, what interests me the most are the causes.
What
Yeah.
are
The
those
causes?
causes?
Yeah, because I personally feel this will affect all of us. Yeah, because some of the causes done by research says that some people choose to stay up late because they're busy playing games or just naturally a night owl. Yeah, for us maybe schoolwork, maybe office jobs. So yeah, we definitely have a sleep environment where I would say it's not healthy because we choose to stay up late. Yeah, watching videos, Netflix, gaming.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting, the causes.
Personally, for me, right, I am a guy who will stay up late. It's more of a personal choice for me, maybe not work because I would go for like gaming before sleep. So I do not feel like I need so much sleep at some point of my time in my life. So I will like go for like 6 hours of sleep.
Wow.
So usually, school starts at 10, right?
Yep.
Then I have to wake up at 9. So I'll roughly sleep at 2 to 3. That's roughly 7 to 6 hours. To me, it doesn't seem healthy. Then every time I come to school, I'll be pretty sleep deprived.
Wow.
How about you, Rifqah?
For me, I will sleep early one, so I don't experience this much.
So you seem like a very healthy person.
Wow, do you see the eye bags below my eyes? I'm just kidding. Maybe like during the tight deadlines with exams and projects, yeah, that's where I'll tend to be sleep deprived.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So speaking just about the causes, have you ever considered about the consequences of sleep deprivation?
Definitely.
Of course, there's always consequences.
Okay, so some of these consequences include cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and especially mental health disorders, which we'll be talking about later. And mental health disorders have a strong association with conditions such as anxiety, stress, depression, and bipolar disorder.
God damn.
So guys, do you all experience any such conditions before?
Personally, no. But I've experienced them in a third person perspective. Yeah, from friends. So yeah, I have friends with mainly anxiety and depression, not so much of bipolar disorder. Yeah. So it's been a unique experience going through the whole process of trying to communicate with them, understand their feelings. Yeah, sometimes it gets pretty hard because they might say things based on emotion. So they might not mean it. Yeah, it might hurt you, but you have to progress through it too. It's all a learning and healing process. You need to be there for them. So it was a unique journey, and I think it was pretty interesting.
I totally agree with that because I don't experience this
I
depression and anxiety, but I feel like it exists. it really exists around us.
Yeah, you
everywhere.
might not know what they will do. It can be life threatening. Yeah.
Yeah, so you won't these kind of conditions, you can't see it on the outside. Like, oh, you're, like you can't. Sorry, you can't identify someone that they have depression just on the outside of the.
Yeah, they hide their feelings. This kind.
It's more complicated. It's more complex to that lah. It's not complicated. It's more complex to that.
Humans are complex.
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Complex, right?
Complex.
Complex.
Yeah.
So complex.
What a short advice is just that be nice to people lah. You might not know what they are going through.
Treat them as equal humans.
Yeah.
Never to
Quote
by its cover.
Yeah.
from Rifqah. Okay. Anyways.
Okay,
So, Brandon?
Okay, speaking of sleep deprivation. Speaking of sleep deprivation,
Yeah.
do you know of some other sleep disorders?
Yeah, honestly, I'll be covering more on that. Let's go. Then that's where the Looney Tunes will come out if you can find a good one now.
Okay.
Okay. So 3,
Let's move on.
2, 1.
Alright, so I'll be talking about narcolepsy, guys. Have you all heard about it before? Does it sound
Nope.
familiar at all?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Have you
Nope.
heard about it? Okay. So basically, narcolepsy is a rare case of a sleeping disorder. Based on America, there's only 1 in every 2,000 people. So I think that's pretty rare. Because if you total up the whole population, only 200,000 Americans have it. Yeah. And worldwide, there's known to be 3 million people having it. But only 25% of them were diagnosed and treated.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
Wow.
the rest of them were not. So yeah, it's pretty rare. And actually, do you all know how it affects a person?
No. Not sure.
Okay, so it's all mental. It's actually a neurological disorder.
Okay.
Yeah, it all happens in your mind,
Okay.
where there's excessive and uncontrollable daytime sleepiness. So let's say you force yourself to stay awake, at night, and morning you're feeling super sleepy that you can't control that. You may actually sleep any place, anytime. Yeah, which is pretty scary. If you're somewhere safe and close, like in your room, in class, somewhere that you're surrounded by walls, is okay. But if you're in the public, in the bus,
Pretty
in
scary.
a taxi,
Can you imagine?
it's pretty scary just falling asleep randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like suddenly you're driving a car and then you just fall asleep like this?
Yeah.
I would not
That'll be-
want to think about that.
Yeah, be a danger to the traffic,
No, is it like possible like while you're crossing the road you suddenly fall asleep out of nowhere?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
Then you
that's scary.
holding up the traffic and
Yeah.
endangering yourself. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you all know about any symptoms of narcolepsy? They're pretty unique.
Not that I can think of.
Yeah.
There's only one right now. It's called cataplexy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cataplexy.
Basically, problems with slurred speech. So basically, you can't pronounce clear words or sentences. Everything sounds incoherent. And guess what? Based on the muscles involved, right?
Yeah.
You may trigger emotions such as surprise, laughter, or anger. Honestly, that's pretty scary.
Wow.
Imagine walking into a room, maybe someone you know, parents, relatives, and they're laughing like hysterically, but they're sleeping.
Oh, this is damn creepy.
Yeah, that's creepy. If you're surrounded in the morning, maybe it's okay, but imagine if it's at night.
It's out of the blue. You just
Yeah.
do this stop.
Yeah, in the
Cannot.
room, the light is off,
Cannot.
and you just hear someone laughing hysterically.
I think that
That's-
they
hey,
possessed, man.
hey
Yeah.
man, I'm a run. I don't care if I know that person, I'm a run.
I can't. That'd be scary.
Yeah, you also have a very interesting one, sleep paralysis.
Ooh.
So that's pretty cool.
Oh.
You all heard about sleep paralysis?
Yes, I heard of it.
Nope.
And what do you all think about it?
Something paranormal, something spooky, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
I would
no?
incline to agree. Imagine like already having narcolepsy, right? You're already in a
Yeah.
deep sleep, and then you're awoken by like something I would say unnatural, paranormal even, and you're wide awake. You are aware of your surroundings. You know what's going on. You can see, smell probably, but you are not able to speak,
Wow.
and you can't move your limbs or body at all. And I think that's pretty scary. Imagine being in a situation like as if like you're held hostage. Yeah? Not being
Yeah.
able to do anything. I think that's pretty scary.
Sounds like some paranormal activity.
No, it's just scary, right? Can you imagine you like
Like you just
Can't
helpless.
do
You can't even
anything.
move. You're aware of what you're doing, but you just can't move. You
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one more symptom, disrupted sleep. That's also pretty scary. You are staying up late at night due to vivid dreams, breathing problems, and body movements. So when it comes to vivid dreams and breathing problems, I think the main concern will be past trauma or something not necessarily scary, but something that I guess would be deep enough to affect your mental well-being. Where at night when you try to sleep, you start picturing vivid images of maybe something violent in nature, scary. So something that raises your adrenaline, your blood pumping, your breathing waves, So it causes you trouble sleeping. Is pretty darn scary, especially vivid dreams. Imagine like dreaming about something scary.
Wow.
And just because of that, you're very paranoid. You start getting paranoid. Your breathing is more irregular. I think it's pretty scary. Yeah.
I would panic if I were there. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, imagine like, wow, I really cannot. Like,
Especially once you like start hyperventilating.
yeah, that's
Your
quite
brain
scary.
just tells you like, how to get out of this situation. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's like you want to shut down but you can't.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah. That's all for narcolepsy.
Wow.
Pretty interesting.
That is a good topic there. Guess what, guys? I also got research on one topic. This topic will blow your mind, guys. Will blow
So I
your
wasn't
mind.
the only one.
Anyways, so the next topic will be about REM sleep behavior disorder.
Oh, what does REM stand for?
Good question. REM means rapid eye movement. How? Rapid eye movement?
Like that. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So, what is the meaning of rapid eye movement? Sleep behavior disorder. So basically, it's a sleep disorder where you physically act out vividly and often have unpleasant dreams with vocal sounds and sudden violent arm and leg movements during the sleep.
That's pretty scary right there.
Yeah. So this is called as a dream enacting behavior. So like you're sleeping, then after that you're sleeping, then after that you suddenly start to that
I wouldn't want
and
to be
with
caught.
vocals. It's like quite surprising lah.
Well, like imagine like you're sleeping with a sibling, then suddenly it just
Then she suddenly like boom, like
hit you like that. You know?
yeah, it's quite scary.
I wouldn't be want to get caught,
Yeah, of course.
punching my mom or dad in the face
Yeah.
while asleep. And
No.
that's pretty
I
scary.
think that one really asking for it.
Sounds life threatening.
Maybe I might do it for fun.
Hey, don't try. Guys, do not listen to what he said. Okay. Anyways, just to let you guys know that RBD is estimated to be only 1% in the general population and 2% in older individuals. So
General population meaning the whole world,
yeah,
and 1% only have it.
yep,
Oh.
That seems rare.
rare, like me. Okay. Anyways.
Wait, what?
Oh, yes,
You
guys?
guys did not hear that. Anyways, the male, the ratio of male to female is 9:1. So that means
So you're saying males will
Yeah, basically between me and Brandon, right? Brandon's
Yeah.
gonna get it. I'll be safe.
what?
why do you think so? Why do you say so?
No, it's Brandon.
Carry on,
Well,
Rifqah,
yeah,
carry
it's
on.
Brandon. Okay, it is relatively rare, affecting 0.5 to 1% of adults. So it is more common. This sleep disorder is more common in men and adults aged above 50.
So it's not my time yet, okay?
Yeah.
I still have,
How old are you, Davian?
I mean, it's coming. Regardless, it's coming.
still have 30 years before this happens, okay?
Enjoy it when you can, you shit.
But guys, don't be so complacent. Although this is rare, the disorder can also occur in children in higher risk groups. Yeah, so it's not only
Hey, but imagine
men.
a baby punching when you sleep. That's pretty cute.
Cute! Wait till it starts crying, bro. Who is going to attend to?
I mean,
Who is going to layan, man?
a bottle of milk. Guys,
Wait till you become a father, man.
Yep. So, do you know like how does REM sleep behavior occur? Like, how do you identify these kind of symptoms?
not really. I
Nope.
actually haven't even heard about this disorder.
Yeah, exactly. So, since this is a rare case, so I'm going to be telling you guys about the symptoms of REM sleep behavior. So, 3 things to take note. Firstly is movement. There will be kicking,
It's
punching,
coming.
arm flailing, or jumping from bed. in response to action-filled or violent dreams. So, such as this can be like you being chased by dogs in your dream, or maybe you're defending yourself from an attack or something. Yeah. So that's quite violent, right? Yeah.
So you're saying when I'm sleeping, then suddenly I imagine dogs are chasing me, then I defend myself doing the dreams.
Yeah.
I just act like this, is it?
Yeah. Can you imagine like dogs are like barking at you, then you're like like that? Yeah, you know. So the next point is noises. Talking in your sleep, laughing, shouting. Noises such as talking, laughing, shouting, or having emotional outcries, even cursing in your sleep. So, do you guys curse in your sleep?
Maybe my parents say I use some.
I mean, I curse when I'm awake, so I think sleeping should be pretty common as well.
Since you do it so much in the daytime, you might probably
maybe
do
it's
it
a
more
habit
at night time.
lah.
Yeah, it's a habit.
Bro, it's all about being equal. You know? You have to have a good balance in life.
Wow, balance
This
of
is
highs
a bad
and lows.
balance.
So I do it as much as I'm awake.
Anyways.
as well as when I'm
Okay, anyways.
Anyways, when a person is having an episode, they can usually usually be awoken relatively easily. So like if you can wake them up. It's easy.
Violently?
It's good if you can wake them up slowly, because if you violently wake them up, it's adding pressure to the. You're like adding salt to the wound, is it?
Adding fire to fire.
Hey guys,
It's adding fuel lah. Adding fuel to fire.
if you add fire to fire, right, you get fire square. What do you think?
Yeah, it's like adding salt to your wound or whatever it is. Yep. So try to wake them up gently and like, oi, bangun, you know, that kind of thing. Like, that kind of thing lah. That goes to
So the
Malay.
victim is a Malay.
Sorry. Anyways. So when they wake up, they will be usually alert, coherent, and can recall the content of the dream. Yeah. So REM sleep, it actually happens like whoa. It's time for sleep, guys. Okay, anyways. It usually happens about 90 minutes after you fall asleep, and the sleep stages gets longer in the second half of the night. So for that reason, episodes of REM sleep behavior disorder frequently arise later in the sleep period.
Yes.
It won't happen like you sleep already, then like 2 minutes later that it happen. No, it's not. If it happens, that one is acting lah. Yeah.
You'll never know.
You might never know. Okay, so anyways, episodes can occur once or multiple times during the night. So people may experience them a few times per year or every night. And REM sleep behavior disorder can develop suddenly or gradually, but symptoms typically worsen over time. Yeah. So if you see a family member of yours like getting worse, like kicking harder in
your dreams, is it?
Yeah, or like punching, or like becoming more worse lah over time.
Becoming more aggressive, more violent.
You should take note lah. You should advise them.
Maybe seek specialists.
That's the part I'm going to come to. Okay, glad you asked, Brandon. If you are experiencing, or if you know someone that is experiencing sleep behavior disorder, REM sleep behavior disorder, you can always seek a professional help. Instead of just leaving it like that, because it can be dangerous. So yeah, it's always good to seek those who are who have their own knowledge of this
seek professional
situation.
help,
Yep. Yeah. So
That's about it.
Yep. That's the end of my topic.
No, I have just one question.
What is it?
I don't know whether is it me or do you guys feel it, but I think REM sleep behavior and sleep paralysis sound and feel pretty similar.
Whoa.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Glad you asked. So actually there's a difference between REM sleep behavior disorder and sleep paralysis. So the biggest difference is the consciousness of a person.
Wow.
So for REM sleep disorder behavior, the person is unconscious, whereas whereas there's a person in the sleep paralysis state.
Yeah.
His body will be in the sleep state while his brain stays awake. So basically, he pretty much can't move while he's conscious of what he's doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
So the next difference is like the actions occurring and what they will experience. So for REM sleep behavior disorder, the person will experience repeated kicking, yelling, and flailing their arms about while they are asleep. this means like they are unconscious of what they are doing, basically. So like third party, they will be able to observe, oh, like in the middle of the night you will suddenly shout.
Wow.
And like the experience, like example, you sleep with your siblings, then you experience your attacks, you know.
Wow.
Okay, and then for sleep paralysis, the actions, the experience occurred in a person will be the inability to move, difficulty breathing, and some might view it as haunting and horrifying in the aftermath of such occurrence. Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I agree.
Good
I agree. I
to know.
agree.
Good to know.
I also got some differences.
Ah.
I realized that REM sleep, in terms of the danger level, how dangerous it is to the environment around them.
Yeah.
So REM sleep behavior disorder is actually more violent nature of movement.
Right.
The violentness can
The violence.
the violence can cause physical injury to others, which is life-threatening, depending on the nature of the dream and environment during the sleep.
Right.
That's for sleep behavior. For sleep paralysis, there's no danger, but they experience anxiety. So
Yeah.
that's like quite dangerous to themselves lah, instead of
Yeah.
others.
I mean,
They
you
don't
say there's no danger.
No lah, no danger to the surrounding, but it's danger to
They danger to
themselves
themselves,
lah.
they don't-
But
Yeah.
I feel there's like some degree of danger.
Yeah.
Because let's say you witnessing this, right?
Yeah.
So you're trying to go and help them wake up, or get them out of this so-called, I guess, hallucination
Yeah.
or illusion, right? And what happens if they retaliate
Yeah.
and something happens? So I think we can't say there's totally no danger. I think there's some form of danger.
Like
Mm.
Be
triggering
it, be it physically or mentally. I think there's
Yep.
some form.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. The last point is that in terms of medical problems linked, the REM sleep behavior disorder, they have a further development that includes having narcolepsy, like what Davian said, Parkinson's disease, and also Lewy body dementia.
Everybody.
Yeah. So for sleep paralysis, the medical problems that is linked is that they have narcolepsy, migraines, and hypertension. Yeah. So keep a lookout for this, guys.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So that was pretty interesting. Now I know the differences. Not that I'm gonna experience any of them. Fingers crossed. But
It's good to know,
It's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fun fact. So I heard, according to a Chinese superstition, that when you have sleep paralysis, it means something paranormal.
Ah,
Is that
yes.
true?
Is it?
Yes, it is. But I have not experienced it. It's based on my friends'
But do you
experience.
believe it though?
That's the question.
I would say no. I do not believe it. But it's interesting to hear about it from my friends. So what my friends did was they had also some form of sleep paralysis, and then they believe that when they are in that state, like some spirit or like a being or ghost like will try to restrict their movements and such. Yeah. So that's the
Ooh.
superstition.
Right.
Wow. That's scary.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's their own belief.
I think yeah. So
Yeah.
from what we know, you don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah, I do not believe in ghosts. Yeah.
Okay.
But my friend experienced it.
Right. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Anything else you guys want to add?
So far, all that I've said.
Yeah, same.
Have you said what you have said?
I have said what I want to say.
Right.
Anyways,
Yeah, guys. Guess what? Okay. We
guess
have a
what?
special guest coming onto the show.
Yes.
Because believe it or not, we have tried a TikTok trend, even though I hate
TikTok.
those TikTok bullshit, But
Same.
hey, this trend was said to be a work to help you sleep better.
Yes. So the special guest will be Sophia. Okay. So Sophia, can you tell us more about the TikTok trend?
So I've been trying the TikTok trend the past 2 days, and the first night it was quite okay. I did feel a bit sleepy, and then the next morning I woke up at 7 a.m. voluntarily.
Wow.
So I didn't have to use an alarm, which never ever happens. And also I had training the day before, and when I woke up the next morning, I wasn't aching. So I guess you could say it kind of induces deep sleep, but then with further research, it says that it's actually just a placebo effect. So, but it works for me and it's not harming anyone. So if it works for you, then go ahead. Yeah.
Can always
That's my
try,
take
guys.
on the lettuce water trend.
I also tried the lettuce water trend but to be honest,
Legit?
yeah, I did. I tried it last night but to be honest, I do not feel any effects It's like, I mean
if you use the correct lettuce, it might have helped, you know. But
I'm pretty sure
Iceberg
Well,
lettuce
I'm,
doesn't count.
I'm pretty sure iceberg lettuce is still considered as lettuce. Yeah.
hey man, you do you.
Okay. Yeah, I still lettuce now.
Yeah, but I mean I'm a
Lettuce.
picky eater myself, so I do not enjoy drinking lettuce water. Yeah.
But it's a good try lah. Huh?
It's a good
It's
try.
like worth the try lah. Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mean-
You guys have any questions?
Do
No.
you guys
Okay.
have any questions?
Are we
Leave them in
done?
the comments.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions, you can just DM us
Put it in the comments.
or comment down below.
You know what? I have 2 questions.
What?
Let me know, guys. Do you believe in ghosts? And let us know if you tried the lettuce challenge.
You can tag us, you know. Ting 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 ting.
Thanks
Okay,
for
so
watching. Can.
3, 2. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next episode.